3, 2, 1.
Better eat your apples. Don't forget your oranges. Better eat your apples. Don't forget your oranges. Yeah, apples and oranges. 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 Apples and oranges.
Fucking dance number. There's an opening verse.
Oh, that's
There's a chorus. There's a also there's an overture that has all like the leitmotifs before the song actually starts.
Whoa, dude, I didn't know you know so much about music. That's amazing.
Yeah, leitmotif. It's a fun word to say.
That is.
Yeah. I had no idea what that meant.
It's like the little like one of those little like brief subtunes in a bigger tune that like comes up more than once. And then like or like in a musical, you ever watch a musical? And like the I don't know, like the same little tune comes up over and over in different contexts.
Yeah, it's like a theme.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
That's
And so it's gonna play throughout the podcast. That would be kind of sick.
yeah. I think each of us needs our own like little like theme music
Yeah.
that whenever it's our turn to talk, the music kind of gets in that vibe.
Mine is the whole Undertaker theme.
Oh, nice.
Every time I talk before it becomes the Undertaker theme.
What is the meaning behind that?
That I'm going to destroy anyone who debates me.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
sort of the
that's
Undertaker of this
sick.
podcast.
Yeah, because it definitely made me think of a streetcar named Desire. I remember reading that and then being like, the music sounds blue here or whatever.
Yeah, I think the music sounds blue when I talk.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Apples and Oranges, John.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. We are so excited to have you, and I'm excited to be in Mattovision this episode.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It looks good on you as well.
It does. It looks
thank
awesome.
you.
We're all in our comedian uniforms, wearing all black.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
I want them only to focus on the words I say and not my beautiful body.
Yeah, we're all dressed like all the great and flawless stand-ups who wear all black. Louis C.K., Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No one
It
else I
would
can
feel
think of.
insane though to be like, yeah, you can't wear black anymore because those guys, where it's just like, oh yeah, we're not wearing jeans now. The only thing you could wear is parachute pants.
Yeah, no,
I don't think any predators have worn parachute pants.
Yeah, well, no, I did stop wearing suits and ties after Matt Lauer.
Well, that's why I stopped sitting behind desks.
Yeah.
Well,
what he did, I also stopped talking during the morning.
Yeah, that's why I stopped having a job.
Yeah.
It's like all these aggressive people have jobs.
Yeah, enough of that.
That's also why I got rid of that button hidden behind my desk.
Hidden behind your desk.
Matt Lauer, he sort of ruined that for all of us.
Yeah.
Doesn't that suck?
What did he do again?
So Matt Lauer had allegedly he had a button in his office that would like, he would hit it and I think it would like, basically like he could like lock the door from his desk or something.
Yeah, he could keep people trapped in his office.
Yeah, it was like
and then he would
horrifying.
assault them. Yeah.
Okay, that's awful. I thought he had like a sillier one too. Am I correct?
No, I feel like the silly one that people from that like big, like the big names from that era, people really had a blast with the mental image of Louis C.K. jacking off behind like a shrub.
But I thought, didn't Matt Lauer like lie about being on a helicopter during war or something?
that was
No.
what's his name? Is
Yep, that was Brian Williams.
Brian Williams.
Okay,
Yeah,
my bad
yeah.
for confusing those two.
Yeah.
Another disgrace newsman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was so funny when you picked Matt Lauer, because just the idea of your head jumping straight to lying about being on a helicopter was very funny.
Well, that's you can't lie about being on a helicopter anymore because of woke.
The woke mob.
They got Brian Williams, and now here he is, unemployed, still a news anchor. His daughter's still a successful actress.
Yeah.
Who's Brian Williams' daughter?
Allison Williams from Get Out and Girls.
Oh.
Yeah. And Peter Pan live. Either of you see that?
No.
Speaking of musicals.
See Peter Pan live.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though? It was that brief period. It was like 5 years in like the early 2010s when NBC was airing live musicals on Christmas. And it was, the first one was Peter Pan Live, and Allison Williams was Peter Pan. And Christopher Walken was Captain Hook.
Whoa.
I've seen some of that
that's
footage.
Crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That rocks.
Yeah.
I feel like because that is one of the only parts where I'm okay with him having that accent. It's
Having
hard
his own
to
voice?
fit
Yeah.
that in most famous parts.
Well, okay. Did you ever see the like the live action Jungle Book?
I did not.
He's really good in that. They do
Animals are allowed to talk like that.
Yeah, Baloo the ape who sings like "I
Yes.
wanna walk like you, talk like you." They turned him basically into like a giant, terrifying like Goliath of an ape, and it's a more like uncomfortable, intense scene. And Christopher Walken singing as him was like,
Well.
"Ooh be doo, I wanna be like you." It's he's really really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, really sells that.
Sounds like an ape that would like have a tailor or something. Yeah.
Absolutely. Cufflinks.
Cufflinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking about news guys. Matthew something. He's one of the MSNBC guys, and he lives near Prospect Park. And I was visiting my parents who live down there, and I was going through the park, and this was about a week ago. And he's just like having a nice day walking his dog. And it really upset me because I was like, aren't you supposed to be scaring my mom right now about democracy? You can't just be like, democracy's good ahead and then just go have a pleasant walk in the park. I'm not, you're supposed to be stressed the whole time if you're going to be scaring the rest of us.
Yeah.
I saw Anderson Cooper once by Washington Square Park, and I walked by him in the morning, and it was just a brief walk by, and I definitely knew it was him, but all that I saw of him was at him, I think walking with his husband, and he just like let out, just was doing like the biggest like yawn, just like. So I walked by him, and I'm like, oh hey, that's Anderson Cooper.
Yeah.
But it's like this unflattering mental image that I just have in my head forever of Anderson Cooper just letting one. What do you say? Not letting one rip, but maybe letting one loose.
Popping off a yawn.
That still feels like farts to me.
Yeah.
Letting one loose. Yeah. What would you call
I
it?
say popping off a yawn.
Oh yeah, dude.
Maybe if catching Z's is sleeping, maybe chasing Z's is
I like
yawning.
that. That's
Yeah.
good.
Chasing a Z by
Chasing-
Wasquat Bob.
He's a Nepo baby too, right?
He's
Yeah.
a Vanderbilt, I think.
He's a Vanderbilt.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to be a Nepo baby, and the best you get out of it's being a news anchor.
Yeah.
Where, like, why aren't you like directing?
Yeah.
Or, you chose the worst job in media.
Completely thankless. No one respects you.
It's
Yeah.
no fun. You can't even have like a personality. You literally are just like,
Yeah.
I'm going to read this to you
Even
now.
though that probably is why he picked it.
Yeah.
Where he is.
I mean, but I've seen him in interviews. He's like very charismatic, as opposed to like. Let's throw out some names here. Let's fire some shots. Jake Tapper, boring ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Which network's he on?
CNN.
Oh, okay.
He's just. I don't know if he's that boring. I just every
Yeah.
time I see his face, I'm like,
Rachel
this guy's
Maddow's
pretty boring.
charismatic.
Yeah. She's like she's got some snark to her. I feel like she could have been a really good stand-up if she wanted to.
She like was in the alt comedy world of the 2000s.
Really?
Oh, was she?
Yeah, there was a documentary about the guy from Bob's Burgers Festival.
Oh, H. John Benjamin.
No,
Oh, Eugene Merman.
Eugene Merman's festival,
Yeah.
and she was on stage doing some sort of improv-y bit.
Oh, wow.
Which I feel like none of them would do that now
No.
on
No.
either side.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
you
who I
don't think
think
Tucker would do?
The comedians
Sorry.
do more news stuff than
Yeah.
they do comedy now.
Yeah.
So no, now the right wing guys do.
Yeah.
Now the
Yeah.
right wing guys all go on the right wing
Yeah.
podcasts.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a Fox News person. What's I'm blanking on this guy. Oh, Sean Hannity, I think would like totally like come up and like do like an improv scene. If like he was watching an improv show, they're like, get up here and be like, and fuck around and do like.
Yeah, that is funny.
He would do
I want
object
a
work.
two-prov with Sean Hannity and Tucker. How amazing
Yeah.
would that be?
Ooh, I'm a human.
I think Sean Hannity would be so game. I think Tucker would be like furious the entire time.
Yeah.
I think he would not have patience for any of it. But he'd like want to like see me. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm laughing. Oh, this is
Yeah.
great."
No, I think Sean would come with a lot of playable specifics, and I
Yes.
think Tucker would not yes and.
Yeah.
I think he would shut everything down.
I think that it was the concern with them because they want to play the fun role now that they're like our side's actually the fun. But then if you got them
Yeah.
in improv, I think the pretending to be other things would really, because
Yeah.
I would go in there entirely trying to trigger them.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, I'm a lady.
I'm a lady, and you're also a lady.
Yeah. And we're in love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're raising kids, but actually we're not, because we're going to abort them.
Yeah.
I have a penis.
And
you
you're
got rid of
happy
yours.
about it. Yeah, you're so happy about it.
Yeah. You're so trans about this.
Yeah.
That's how you're feeling right now, Sean.
Yeah, actually, they'd probably be fine at improv, and it would be me who would mess it up. It would be me who would be with another agenda.
Yeah. They'd be like, our agenda is to like have some fun on the stage and like entertain the fine people at Largo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of entertaining the fine people at Largo, where there's actually a live, what do you say? Not a screening, but a listening party going on
Right now.
at Largo right now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
such an honor. I only know that place exists because I like Mark Maron.
Yeah.
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 I only know about it because Fiona Apple has a song called Largo.
But yeah.
Yeah.
She's so good.
She's so good. Shout out Fiona Apple. Come on our podcast. You don't
Yeah.
even have to debate, but
Yeah.
you can do whatever
Fiona
you want.
Apple versus oranges.
Ooh, please, Fiona Apple, come onto our
Please.
podcast, please. I don't know where you're based, Fiona Apple, but you should come to. You should come
Sounds
to
like
Brooklyn.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she used to be. I don't know. She used to date Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh
It was
yeah.
during that time.
Yeah.
That she was hanging out at the Largo scene. It never matter. I'm not the expert on Fiona Apple.
But
But-
you're the Largo expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you two now have to become the leading experts on your topics.
Oh.
Okay. Jack, you're going to be arguing in favor of a car model.
Car model. Okay.
And John, you're going to be arguing in favor of a book.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got
You got yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my car model. My car model is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. The magical British car, and it's literally magic. It brings joy to the children. It can fly. It
Okay.
has many songs and joy associated with it. I believe it's one of a kind, unless any Chitty Chitty Bang Bang fans out there can correct me. And what was John and what does he have to choose?
A book.
A book? Oh, garbage. I've already won. I yield my opening statement.
Okay. Well, first off, I'm gonna pick something that's real, and I don't even know the name of this book, but what's that one about the snowman where there's no words? I don't want you to have to be literate to enjoy what I'm.
It's the one with the snowman. So it's a picture
The
book?
snow day. You know the snow day?
The Snow Day.
No, neither of you. This might be a
No.
bad choice
I have a
already.
Snow Day picture book. I want to see the art style.
Yeah, it's just a wonderful book about a snowman and a kid having a day off.
The Snowy Day? I don't see a snowman. in
No,
this.
okay, I'll pick a new book. Let's see.
Hmm.
Pick a book. I'm gonna go with for my book. I'm gonna go with the Magic Treehouse books. You know what that is?
Of course, of
yes.
course.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, wait. Is this just out of
'Cause-
curiosity? You're doing Magic Treehouse, but I want to know which
Yeah.
of these is
Dude, I think the first one
first
is
one?
is it? Yeah, the snowman, dude.
The Snowman. Oh,
It's like 72 pages, 6 words.
I mean, he looks like a pretty friendly guy.
Yeah.
That looks familiar.
Yeah. But I knew it was important to not
Mhm.
have to pick a book where you have to be able to read well.
Mm.
I want to. You ever notice? I noticed this doing stand up everywhere. You kind of can't do any reference that isn't kids' IP.
Yeah.
we all
yeah.
consume the same stuff until we're about 12.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we move on. So the most advanced book you could possibly pick is Harry Potter or the Bible. And so that's
Yeah.
why I've gone with the Magic Treehouse.
How many people have heard of the Da Vinci Code? That was a phenomenon.
Yeah, if it was
50
a movie,
Shades of
that's
Grey.
the other
Yeah.
option. Is if
Yeah.
it was a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the big two movies of our generation: are 50
Yeah.
Shades of Grey and the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah, because you're either horny or suspicious.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see a crossover there where it's like in the middle of this mystery trying to find the truth behind the Catholic Church. It just becomes like a full BDSM relationship
yeah.
thing, and then it just stays there, and the mystery is never addressed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Like an escape room of sorts.
Oh yeah. And then at the end, the characters all convert to Catholicism.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like they realize they found all the clues to like,
Hmm.
you know, stop something truly horrendous. and
Yeah.
then instead they kind of just got off.
Or what if the mystery is at the end they discover that there's a trick in the Mona Lisa and that the background wasn't the original background and they clean it off and in the background the Mona Lisa's in a sex dungeon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
And discover some sort of that unveils like a secret about the Catholic Church, and that is that the original idea for the Catholic Church was just to be a sex dungeon, and it sort of it spiraled, it got out of hand.
It got out of hand and became a religion.
I would think someone's kink would be being the Mona Lisa.
Mm.
Just like a bunch of people are looking at you,
Yeah.
and
Completely still.
you're only allowed to move your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
Ooh.
happening?
Yeah.
That's pretty hot.
Do you
Yeah.
sit behind the wall, like just with like eye holes
yeah,
cut out?
There's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
around you.
that would be someone's. I
Class.
imagine that would be someone's like dream,
It
just
would-
to like sit there and just like take it that in.
Yeah,
be
yeah, and
perceived.
everyone's staring at you, and they're mostly disappointed.
Yeah.
They're mostly like, "Why did I wait online
Yeah.
to just look at her?"
To look at a small painting I've seen a million times.
Yeah,
You know which one's really small? I forget. What was it? The one with the melting clocks, the Dali painting.
oh
You
yeah.
ever seen that in person?
I have not.
No one tells you. It's extremely small.
How small? Like a
Oh.
card? Playing card?
Playing card. I don't know.
Stamp?
Yeah,
it
it's
does
it's
make it
about the
more-
size of a stamp. It's about stamp sized.
It does
Yeah.
make it more impressive that it's small. That is harder to do.
I think it is.
I
It's
would
way
think it
more
makes it
yeah.
more impressive,
Yeah.
certainly. But you'd think someone would mention that.
How big is
Yeah.
it though?
It's about the size of a stamp.
Yeah.
Do you think how Japan it's the opposite, where like big is bad, and small is good? You know that
Mhm.
stereotype around that,
No, what do
where
you?
it's like in America, like with products, bigger is
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
And in Japan, they're trying to sell smaller is better.
Mhm.
So do you think
Mm.
someone from like Japan goes to
Mm.
museums and like, did no one talk about how massive that painting
Yeah, what
is?
the fuck's up with that?
What's going on with that?
There's all those pictures of the what was it, the Matisse ones with the ponds or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like massive, fill up the whole
Yeah.
walls.
It's like, yeah, I could draw that too if I have 3,000 strokes to figure it out.
Yeah, every brushstroke is an opportunity. So I would say it's much easier to paint a massive painting.
Yeah.
Which is that's of course what we're talking about right here.
Mhm.
Of course this debate between. So is that your
Hey, what's your choice? Are you doing
yeah,
the
so
Snowman
Magic
or
Treehouse?
the
Magic Treehouse.
Magic Treehouse?
Yeah.
Okay,
All right,
okay,
I'm bringing it back. So the floor is open now. Magic Treehouse versus Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
How can you criticize Chitty Chitty Bang Bang for not being real when Magic Treehouse is all fantasy?
Well, first off, it's the book itself. So the book itself exists. It's not what happens in the Magic Treehouse that I'm arguing.
So the contents of the book are irrelevant then? This is
Mm.
foolish. The Chitty Chitty
I
Bang
don't-
Bang, while it may not exist in real life, its magic is real. The magic itself, the feeling of the magic exists. It's
Yeah,
in the hearts of all the people watching
I
the
just
movie.
think you've done drugs that I haven't. And
I'm
so,
loving life.
I would like to say that what I'm trying to say is it is a tangible book that you can read in which you can access that magic
Mhm.
that educates people. And if it did exist, would have no fossil fuels involved, which is good.
We don't know the
It's a
we don't
mode
know
of transportation that involves zero greenhouse gases. And it's about educating people about history, and it also unlocks creativity and magic in all the ways that Chitty Chitty Bang Bang does, while also educating.
No, it's for nerds. And also, talk about carbon
Yeah,
footprint.
man.
How many trees have been chopped down to create the millions of copies of Magic Treehouse books?
Yeah, that is the advantage to something not existing.
yeah,
is,
we had no
uh,
carbon footprint.
Is that you have no carbon footprint.
But the model of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, it's one of a kind. That's what also makes it so amazing as a car model. Is that it's one of a kind. It's magical. Magic Treehouse books. It's like a ChatGPT can write the Magic Treehouse at this point. There's so many of these books. They are
Yeah, I'm looking at the series right
pretty much
now.
the same
actually.
book over and over and over again. No.
Wait, they did 39
they
books
do.
in the main series.
They do all sorts of stuff. Sometimes there's volcanoes and things. They're not doing the same thing over and over again. And there is more than one of them, which creates more opportunity to learn. Versus when's the last time they made which musical's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang from?
The eponymous Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh, is the name of it.
Yeah,
Yes, that's right.
yeah.
But when's the last time they remade Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
And I'm glad they haven't because they don't need to because it's timeless. You make it once, it's done. We live in a
Yeah.
world of remakes, folks.
Yeah, what do we think? Chitty
Well,
Chitty Bang.
I would
That's
also
from,
like to-
1960 or
Yeah,
something.
it's the 60s.
Yeah.
I would also like to bring up that
very
the Magic
Beatles.
Treehouse teaches each part of history.
Mhm.
And if I'm not mistaken, Chitty Chitty, am I confusing this with a different musical? But Chitty Chitty Bang Bang teaches one part of history and it does involve Nazis. Am
I
I
think
crazy?
you're mistaken.
Is this The Sound of Music I'm
Sound
thinking
Music.
of?
Very
Perhaps.
similar, sort of similar vibes, right? No,
yeah, one
maybe
is
not.
about a singing family and Nazis, and one is about a car that can fly.
Oh, yeah.
My
Well,
opponent
also
is my
family.
opponent debates about Nazis. Let me remind you that I'm here talking about the car model Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I'll show you a picture of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Can we check it out?
Yeah, let me see that again.
I haven't. I actually forgot what it's. What it looks
because Chitty Chitty Bang Bang saved them from something in the movie, right?
I forgot. I really just remember that they fly around in this car and sing, and they're British.
And they're British.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a distraction from the plot, which you
fuck
don't remember
yes.
at
Wait,
all.
that is so sick.
I
That is
mean,
actually so awesome.
I'm just saying.
Can we get that in Matovision?
One knife.
Yep.
One knife, and you pop the wings of that car. I really hope you insured Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is clearly insured, and also no one's gonna bring a knife on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. No one has ill intentions.
What about like just enough snow
Yeah.
to break the wings of Chitty Chitty Bang
Well, you
Bang?
can't fly these, $1 million jets in a lot of weather. It's not a weather thing. It's obviously
it doesn't react well to weather.
It doesn't react
Well,
well
you know
to
what
weather.
does react well to weather?
Not books because they turn soggy and
They're
disintegrate.
in the treehouse, and the treehouse keeps them safe.
It's not
And
safe.
then it allows you to go to libraries all over history.
Why do I feel like one
And then you could
match?
just change weather because you can go back in time.
No, you can't go back in time because
With the Magic Treehouse books, they go back in time.
Dinosaurs
whole
at
thing.
dawn and
Okay,
mummies
okay.
at midnight
So-
and whatnot.
sure.
Pompeii, that was my favorite one.
Pompeii.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah, but they got out of there because of the magic of learning.
And they let how many people perish?
And they helped a bunch of them.
Did they bring people back with them? Or?
They didn't bring people back, but they got them
They
out
moved
of the
them
region
somewhere
of
else?
the
Okay.
volcano.
Okay.
And then
So they're clearly being reckless with a time machine, causing different events. And
they didn't cause a volcano.
No, but say they let someone live who should have died. Entire history has changed.
And has history ended up that well? We might as
No,
well
they've
try
done a terrible
again.
job. They've done a terrible job. My
But-
point
and
exactly.
they're gonna keep trying, and it's gonna be better eventually.
So you sort of see them as
I like also that I was arguing the book,
and now
and you were
you're-
arguing the car, and now I am arguing the merits of a magic treehouse.
Yeah. Well, it's so these are what do you say? Time traveling what would you call the word for someone who takes vigilantes?
Yes.
These are time traveling
Criminals.
vigilantes, would you say?
I would say
They're time
that
criminals.
occasionally they intervene,
Okay.
but mostly they are time traveling historians.
Did they intervene during World War II?
Why haven't they gone
See,
back and stopped?
I don't remember. I don't remember that book, and I am sure there is a World War II related one. I would love if we looked that up,
I can look that up.
because I'm sure they took a perfect angle to discuss World War II without really discussing the Holocaust.
Yeah. I love kids' stuff about World War II because it's very careful. It's just like there was a really like bad thing going on, but the heroes won. Don't worry, the
Yeah.
good guys won.
Well,
like
it's
you
fun-
don't
it's-
really need to worry about anything else.
It's funny what the second option is with World War II, because they're like, "Hey kids, the camps are a little too much. Let's talk about D-Day."
Yeah.
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 Big heroic.
I bet you it's about being in London when they're bombed.
Yeah, that's
I
actually-
feel like
that's-
that rings a bell.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which brings us to my point, which is that going British is always the safe choice for kids' IP.
I mean, the interesting thing about this
Instead of
series,
the-
by the look of it, is that it doesn't seem like they go particularly modern. They don't discover particular events per se. It's a lot more about like general periods and like, they go to medieval Scotland. They go, and meet the Vikings. They do like this and that.
I
like-
may argue that may be on the titles so that you're not revealing the twist.
Well, I'm reading descriptions here too. I'm just gonna command.
I just very much remember this Pompeii one had a real impact on me.
What could the twist
Instead of
possibly
the
be
Roman-
though in Magic Treehouse? That
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you're going to ancient Rome,
Mhm.
and then you land in the city's Pompeii, and as a
Sure,
kid, you
sure.
do not know
Mhm.
the
What's-
events of Pompeii.
Right.
And they're spending a normal day in the Roman Empire, going to the bathhouse. they figure out that you can like use sundial.
Okay.
all that kind of stuff. And then they have to run from a volcano and get back to current times, which is exciting because they don't just have a car that floats them away.
Yeah, and if they
that
did,
runs.
they would have been a whole lot safer and probably wouldn't have traveled back in time and caused all these horrible tragedies.
I would also like to bring up that in order to manufacture something like that, you need a history in manufacturing automobiles and being innovative. And upsetting people, and most likely the person who would manufacture Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is Elon Musk.
No, the manufacturer Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was a Project Paperclip scientist. From
But if we were gonna have a real wood,
No, if we were to have a real Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, it'd be like in the movie where it comes out of a magical egg and has no.
there's
ethical-
an egg involved.
No, but how sick would that be? I mean, I don't know. Do you remember, Matt? Do you watch Chitty Chitty?
I've never seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang in my life.
I watched it when I was very young in
Yeah.
school, but I don't remember the plot. I just remember the
'Cause
joys.
now we're
I
putting
remember
a
the
bit
car.
of a Willy Wonka thing in it.
Yeah.
If it grew out of an egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's a
I
car
mostly
that's
like
born
the
from an
yolk
egg.
of
Yeah, I
Chitty
like-
Chitty Bang Bang.
No,
I know they
like,
say it's higher in cholesterol, but
Yeah.
I like eating the car whites.
yeah, the carbohydrates. Some
well,
fried rice.
By the way, I have right here. They did a Magic Tree House Super Edition book. I don't see. It doesn't explain what exactly that means, but it's the only one of these books. The only Super Edition book was Danger in the Darkest Hour, and it is set shortly before D-Day.
Oh my gosh, they're
Whoa,
prepping
that's
for D-Day in
crazy.
Magic
Yep.
Treehouse.
Yeah.
So these kids clearly don't have good intentions, do they?
Well, first off, I'm defending the book, not the kids.
Okay.
And also,
main characters of the book, but telling about the book. Okay.
yeah. And also, the kids are just there to learn, and they're recording these things. But instead of, I think one major issue we have is control in the revision of history. And so these are kids who are actually going into history and learning the information instead of being on their phones or with all this new technology. I think technology causes trouble.
They can't even live in the present moment that they have to go back to the past. How pathetic. Imagine being here now in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, flying through the sky, singing British
Here
songs.
now, that was from the 40s too.
It was from the 60s, but you could still be in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang now if we had the car here with us. The car
Yeah.
model, of which I'm arguing
the car model
Yeah.
of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I want to say that I believe in the merits of public transit. And I'm
So brave.
100% for congestion pricing. And I don't think
brave.
so unless you're gonna park it on a roof or something, which
you could. Easily could. It's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It
which you
flies.
could easily. But I would like to remind you that the infrastructure of this city needs a lot of updates, and that infrastructure. I don't know. A lot of people don't know this, but when you have a suburban street, it ends up being subsidized by the cities in the same state
Mhm.
because it just takes so much tax money to keep and maintain all that asphalt for so few homes.
Which is why it's awesome this car can fly. So it's a really
Yeah, it still has to
irrelevant.
land somewhere.
On the roof, on the pad.
Oh
It's-
yeah, we could totally. That's not going to destroy someone's house.
Look, Chitty Chitty
We're
Bang
just
Bang-
going to build helipads for the 1% like yourself.
There's only
who
one
could
car. You would
support
need
Chitty-
like 2 helipads. We have a few of those.
So who should have Chitty Chitty Bang Bang
Me.
if there's only
a
one?
big responsibility.
I should have
Oh,
Chitty Bang
okay.
Bang. I
and
should-
you think everyone else
Mhm.
should suffer what it takes for you to be able to fly Chitty
There's
Chitty
no
Bang
suffering.
Bang?
I'll let
whatever?
everyone have a ride. Everyone can come and Chitty Chitty Bang. Well, sure.
All right, that is simply logistically not possible. Also, it is a 60s to 50s style car, 50s or 40s looking car.
But it's
so
magic.
it doesn't
Kind of looks like
break.
a Model T.
Yeah,
a
it
little
looks like
bit.
a Model T. How fast did the Model T go?
I can't imagine.
It's
that
magic.
fast.
It
I
can
think it
go
goes
fast.
up
It
to
can fly.
45.
It can sing songs in it.
I mean,
Magic
if it was really magic, it would be able to take you to the past.
No, the past. You cannot travel in time. It's impossible. You need something like a book to do that. Complete
You
fantasy
also
with childish
can't break
fantasy.
45 in a Model T.
But we're talking Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I'm not arguing in favor of the Model T. Chitty Bang Bang can literally fly. You can.
Yeah, at 40 miles per hour. And then birds get stuck in it. You're watching like, a flock of birds going south and they're beating you to where you're going and you're just going to be stuck in sky traffic. And it's like, if you were going to create the ability to fly, it should at least be a bus
Mhm.
so that we can get more people where they have to go.
Sounds
So-
like you're describing a plan, like a
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
describing anything we have.
Yeah.
And
yeah. A thing we have because it makes sense. They probably can make flying cars.
makes sense.
Let's be honest.
Makes sense. A treehouse that goes back in time. These kids, They're getting in so much trouble. They're putting their lives at danger. Do they have parents? Where are their parents this entire time? This is not the model you should be ascribing to. If you're a kid, you can't be wandering off, going to a sport thing.
We're
I'm
talking
gonna go
about parenting. I have
Yeah.
a question for you. Pull that picture up of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang
There's a
again,
responsible
and
British
let
guy in
me
there.
know if you see seatbelts.
The magic is much safer than a seatbelt.
Well, there's magic on the treehouse too, and they've managed to safely get away every time while still learning about the world.
Okay, so the parents in the front are sitting, the kids in the back are standing.
Yeah, it's
They're
called having a good time.
standing in the sky. The magic cannot stop gravity.
So it seems
That's
that
crazy.
y'all just don't enjoy fun. You'd rather learn and have a boring ass nerdy time in your lame ass treehouse. They're probably not even literally traveling in time. They're probably just
This
sitting up in
goes
there.
back to the difference between books and cars here.
This does.
Mm.
I think learning can
That's
be
a sticking
fun.
point.
I disagree.
Oh.
Learning cannot be fun. You must be going as fast as shit, standing up in the sky with children around you, singing British
Right.
songs, wearing your cool ass aviator hat. Look at them waving at us. They're having so much fun.
You had the option to pick any car, and you
And I
talked
picked the
about
best-
how
I
learning
picked the
isn't
best
good,
car.
and you could go as fast as you want,
Mhm.
and you picked a car with 1940s technology. You picked a car that doesn't go as fast and doesn't have seatbelts. There are plenty of cars. This is a bad airplane.
Wrong. It is one of the most magical objects to ever grace the silver screen and the imagination of the human
And
mind.
the license plate says Gen 11. And it's like, I'm all against novelty license plates because do you know who makes license plates? Prisoners.
Not in the UK. In the UK,
That
They
might not-
still
is
do
that
that in
true?
the U.S. The prisoners making license plates thing.
I think so.
I
They
thought they
do.
still
They
do.
do other jobs, so
Yeah.
probably
Oh, yeah.
they package fish for Whole Foods.
do they really?
Really?
Yeah.
No, Whole Foods uses prison labor. Jesus.
Yeah, and yet the kids in the Magic Treehouse, who are essentially playing God, choose to not stop shit like that.
And
What are we
I-
teaching our children? Why not? Yeah, you can't
I'd
even.
also
Mhm.
like to bring up a point that we just made.
Mhm.
You just learned something very important. And you're saying that our kids shouldn't learn anything, and they should just worry about going fast.
Yeah,
and if
that's
they
true.
worry about going fast, they don't care who made their license plate, and they don't care who's doing prison labor, and therefore they don't care who's enslaved.
I am arguing in favor of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I have no clue what this straw man you're attacking me with is. I see a group of people having a great time, and a cynic academic time traveler like yourself can easily pick apart, nitpick any sort of fun occurrence, and using
Why
your
is there
vigilante
a
powers on
mirror
the
on
back.
the top?
What's up?
There's kind of like a mirror on the top. Do you see what I'm talking about?
The glass
Oh,
panel
yeah, it's
there.
facing right up.
Yeah, that's the vanity mirror, so you can just see how much fun you're having.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I
nice.
just sang. Anytime I've seen a long, large, clear table, it's used for a very specific purpose
Oh.
to go through a certain hole, and that hole
Mm.
is not your mouth
Mm.
or your ears
Mm.
or anything below the waist. And there are children in the back of that car,
Oh.
and I cannot endorse that.
Okay.
There are railing lines flying through
They're
the
not-
sky with children
They-
unbuckled.
no. The party glass is while
You just called it the party glass.
Doesn't
You
work.
can't tell me the party glass isn't for cocaine.
I'm saying the party glass is not used when the children are around. Okay, you can have an adult fun time in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. It's a car. You can do whatever you want with it. People are going to be doing whatever they choose to do with their car, and
Do you
I
have
believe in
younger
freedom.
siblings?
I do.
How young is your sibling?
He's 3 years younger than me.
He's 3 years younger
Yeah, so
than
he's
you.
21.
Okay, so that's how. Have you ever worked with kids or anything like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so number one thing kids do is they ask questions.
Yeah. So they asked
And
the glasses.
So the
and
number one question is, hey, why is there white stuff on that giant clear glass
no, it
table?
would be clear. It would be wiped. It would be wiped. I see. This shows in your frame of mind. You are someone who's not responsible enough to clean up after yourself. I'm sure this treehouse is full of trash and garbage, and kids should not be playing in there. You think you said one piece of scissors could be chewing? One match would destroy that entire
I just think
treehouse.
that we should have spaces that are safe for children to grow and develop, and garbage is one thing, and a mirror for cocaine is something entirely different. And so there would be no drug paraphernalia in a treehouse that is designed for children.
Yet the bathhouses in ancient Rome. Totally
for-
safe space for kids.
Or for families.
Yikes, folks.
Yeah, they were
Yikes.
called separate rooms.
I don't believe that
And also, they didn't endorse, narcotic uses while driving
did
under
they-
the influence.
nor do they endorse fun. Clearly, because being
Oh
in
my God.
being in a treehouse
Oh my
with
God.
your sibling,
Jack's heated.
lame.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's your sibling's name again?
Alex.
Can you look into the camera and say, "I do not want to be in a treehouse with you, Alex"? I'm glad we checked.
Yeah. This happened last time. It just needs to like. Nah, it's fine. We can just resume. Okay.
Excellent. Okay, we're so back. Oh yeah, we need to look in the camera, Alex. We're going in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and we're gonna have the best freaking time ever. We will not be in a treehouse learning.
Oh my God.
And he'll never grow, and he'll start doing cocaine in the sky.
He'll one day he'll be doing smack inside a flying car.
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
That is
Yeah.
what I want. I think that's a great time. I think this is the car book debate.
Yeah, this is a pro driving intoxicated debate that you're throwing my way.
This is
and
this
I'm
is
talking about educating people while showing them a fun time, having them learn with each other, having kids help each other learn and teach each other.
This is going into civilizations that are not safe or don't speak the language, where you could easily get lost and attacked. Was where I am saying, put your hands in a friendly magic car that has never hurt anyone.
That type of ignorance that our society would be safer than a society from the past or a different
pretty-
area is
pretty-
exactly what we're fighting against, because we're showing kids this instead of allowing them to be taught to be American elitists.
I think America is the safest place ever in the history of the world, and continues to be in anywhere
And
else
would
in
be
history
if everyone was
in a magic flying car.
that they were doing cocaine in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
imagine how many things
that
we get
just
done.
makes me want to argue that your side, because it's more fun, because you get to be like, because I do have you in a corner, so you get to say wrong stuff, and that would be so fun to just be like, yeah, they're more awake.
No, that was just about to say about how productive we'd all be if we had magic cars that we fly around in.
Everyone
all
be
on
writing
cocaine right
screenplays.
now.
Oh.
Yeah, you know how many screenplays
As
we
someone
have?
who's around people who do cocaine, who's never done cocaine, I've never seen them follow through on that business plan. Just like when someone's like, yeah, I'm going to drop you off or get you home safe or whatever. I don't want to see people not follow through on their promises while in a car. That scares me, especially a flying car. Because those promises could be very important things like landing.
Oh.
No, your hand is not. Your life's not in the hands of the driver. It's in the hand of the magical car.
Is
It's
it
called
literally
having faith.
magical? I've never seen Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Is it like?
Yeah, he
is it ju-
invented it. It's not from magic.
Is it not magic?
I mean, it looks just like a machine.
I think it's magic,
It's a machine.
but that would never fly.
I think
if
it
that
got
were
like
real.
a personality or something.
'Cause it
and
has,
that's the
like-
magic.
No, you know what? It does. It like can talk. It's magic.
But
It's magic.
I think that's more of like an AI thing.
Is
If Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is AI, I am fucked. Can we look this up?
1940s AI. Yeah. It's not trained yet to be not racist.
all right. All right.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm looking up his Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Magic. First result is just Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Magical Car. Good sign. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good for Jack. Let's see. Yes, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is a magical story about a car with hidden powers. All right, let's dive deeper.
Hidden powers. It's pretty
This is
magical.
inconclusive. This is
Hey,
inconclusive.
I like to know where my powers are so I can control
What is the
them.
justification of the time machine and
no, this article calls it
for
the world's
historical
most loved,
record
the most
and
loved
for
magical
education.
car. So it sounds like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is
magic. But the
Ah.
magic treehouse.
So
is
you're
magic as well.
saying that we don't control Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and that we don't. I'm not, because Chitty Chitty Bang Bang speaks, but it's not in words, right? Am I correct?
Yeah,
Like
maybe in
beeps
hunks.
and
He's a
stuff.
friend. Yeah.
And so it's like
Mm.
we do not know what it's saying or what it means like that, and you're gonna put your children's lives at the risk of someone that you can't even communicate with, who we don't know how you got here, who we don't know the inner workings of how it works or what it wants or what its motive is, and you're just gonna set it loose.
How is that different than the magic treehouse? Is that not the same mechanic?
No, the children read a specific book that takes them back in time to learn about that place.
So maybe
there
they're
is a
not even
control to
they
the
may
magic.
not even be traveling back in time. They could just be having a hallucination.
The beauty of it is that it doesn't make a difference.
So the Magic Treehouse isn't even magic. Yeah,
No,
Chitty
they
Chitty
go
Bang Bang
back in
is
time.
magic.
They go back in time.
I thought
And
they were
also-
reading a book.
Also, magic is bad. Magic is scary because what
magic
is
is good. Magic is fun. Cocaine is magic. Kids, if you're listening.
Cocaine is
All right.
magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him keep speaking here. And I think you're making great points about how it's good not to control your own vehicle and how magic should be in charge and that only one person, that was a point you made earlier, should have said vehicle
Well, there's
while
only-
the rest
'cause
of
there's
us
only one.
doesn't have it. Yeah, and that there should be a disparity because you believe in, an inherited version of capitalism.
No,
And-
I believe in straight. I believe in. I'm a magical capitalist. I believe that
Yeah.
one man should have all the magic and all the
And
resources.
and I
What
believe people
happens-
should earn what they get.
I don't. I think that kind of if how can magic exist in a world where there
Because
are
we
rules
talked
and
about
things are
how
fair?
amazing America is. And America's
true.
amazing because of hardworking people who've earned stuff, not because elitist British royalty who magically
yeah.
have stuff.
No, I actually think America is great because it is magical and because
Tell me 5 magical things about America.
I'll tell you 5 magical things about America right now. The food, the people.
Whoa.
What?
You can't just you gotta explain how the food's magical and not just built on the amazing farmers we have in this country and the people who are innovative with the food and all of that stuff. What's magic about it and not hard work and love and family?
Mm-hmm. Well, I will
What
say.
comes to mind?
What's that?
I had a
Mhm.
thought. Benihana. That's magic, right?
Yeah, I'd say hibachi. There we go. Thanks, Matt.
First
Hibachi.
off, Japanese. Second off, it's not magic. It's someone who trained very hard to throw a volcano into your mouth.
But I choose
And
to.
that
But I
takes
choose.
practice.
But I choose to believe that what is happening when you apply hard work and that sort of neurochemical change that's happening through your work, that is magic.
Yeah, but it comes from the hard work and it comes from learning and
No, 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 no.
education.
No,
And
comes
it
from magic.
doesn't. The main difference between the argument here
Yes,
now
yes.
is that I believe in people going and getting something and that there is as much value in that journey as the product. And you just
I
want
only
a
believe in the
magical
product.
product
I do. Yeah.
to
And
just
cocaine.
drop on your door.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that would be better.
A magical product that you're never going to appreciate because you didn't earn it.
Disagree because you will be appreciating it because you're using it. You're living there in the present moment.
You only
With
want
it.
it because you don't have it. As soon as you have it, you're going to be tired of it.
Well, you don't think my past 3, if my past 3 Chitty Chitty Bang Bangs that I owned, if they actually were going to bring me a meeting, I wouldn't have scrapped them.
You just told me there was one Chitty Chitty Bang
But I
Bang,
destroyed
not 3.
I destroyed the other 3 of them. So,
So now there's only one. So
one
why would
left
you
and now you want
destroy
it.
them?
because
if you
when
didn't-
I had them, I realized I didn't want them anymore.
All right, I think we should go in for a
Let's go
decision
closing.
right
Yeah,
Let's
now.
go
let's go closing
let's
statements.
go for closing statements.
Yeah, that was my closing statement. My admission that I destroyed the other 3 Chitty Chitty Bang
Chitty
Bangs.
Bang
All right,
Bangs.
good. John?
Yeah, I just want to say that I care about the children and I care about education and hard work in America, and that's all.
Okay. Well, I got to give it to John here.
What?
Yeah, dude, you admitted you were wrong at the end.
No, I admitted I destroyed the previous 3 Chitty Bang Bangs.
Yeah, I was with you, Jack, until you destroyed
I know,
the
because
other
then you
3.
could have had one, and then John could have had one, and then
Yeah.
Damn, that was so stupid to me.
I
guys.
wanted
Yeah.
a Chitty
That
Chitty
was
Bang
really
Bang.
You know what it
selfish,
was?
yeah.
I'm blaming the Coke.
Yeah, it got you acting up. It got you acting strange.
Yeah.
I got me acting up. I
Yeah.
thought it was magic, but it's not.
The magic in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was always cocaine. It was just a car that was on coke.
Yeah. Can I make an argument for Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Yes,
For
yeah,
fun?
yeah, please,
Because
please,
I already
please.
won, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. For Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with the cocaine, you'd be
Mhm.
like, real problem in this country is a lot of fake cocaine. It's very
Mm,
dangerous.
mhm.
What's beautiful about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is you could go straight to the source of the cocaine, chop it up on the way back, and have pure cocaine anywhere at any time.
It would
It's
end
much
the fence
safer.
crisis.
You know, I also had an argument in favor of Chitty
Yeah.
Chitty Bang. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang was just a great choice. Even though you didn't debate it as perfectly, you didn't stick the landing.
No, because I forgot. I just don't think I've seen it, or I have seen it, but it's been so long
Yeah.
that I don't remember any of that.
Yeah,
I forgot if it was magic or if it was made by
I
someone.
would have just gone with like a Toyota Yaris. So that's a good choice.
We've had that one a lot. I feel like I've done like the Model T or like I
Yeah.
don't know cars, but
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I realized my argument. No, it wasn't. My argument was actually one against Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which was that you had mentioned. It's like when we discovered it's magic. It's like you don't know what magic can do. I was thinking like, so stepping into Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is the equivalent of like putting you and your kids on the back of like a bear.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great point. Which also sounds awesome.
That sounds pretty sick. That sounds pretty good.
I would love. I just think the future of humanity it doesn't have anything to do with AI. It's all about like domesticating wild animals and domesticating bears to ride around.
You steer with beehive on a stick ahead
Yeah.
of the bear.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I would
that's
love to
amazing.
ride around on the back of a bear, the beehive on a stick,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm feeling hopeful about the future. I feel like in the future we'll have bears that we can ride around on, beehives.
Mm-hmm. That'd be amazing.
Are any of the current candidates promising this? No.
RFK.
Yeah.
He killed that bear. Didn't he kill a bear and dump it in Central Park?
Well, yeah. Yeah,
That's pretty close.
I've done that before where you go to the grocery store, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm going to make dinner for myself. And then you forgot that you have plans and you don't really want to cook or do dishes.
Mhm.
And you end up going out. So he found a bear on the side of the road and he was like, dinner. And then he found out he had plans at Peter Luger's. And he was like, I don't have time to fucking clean this bear.
Yeah. So he dumped it in Central Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's going to get it later, and also kind of, the only place in New York City where it can naturally decompose. Because he is an environmentalist.
He is an environmental. I would say that's his number one policy.
Yeah.
He cares about the environment.
Yeah.
Which is like the ultimate, like, I'm a Kennedy rich
Yeah,
kid
right.
move,
Spend my whole vibe. Yeah.
where it's like you don't need a job. So
you can just go around and
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're mostly like, I like the trees.
Yeah. I'm for the trees. I think it's mean when we cut down the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck the environment.
No one talks about all the similarities between RFK and the Lorax.
Yeah.
The Lorax
Little
also
Orange Man.
Yeah, Little Orange Man.
Voiced by Danny DeVito.
Yeah, weird voice.
Yeah. Sing sometimes.
Yeah, they both sang.
Lifts himself up kind of by the butt and carries himself away, like flying through the air at the end.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Was that ever justified?
No.
Hell yeah.
Both come through when it's a little bit too late.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, both are friend to bears.
Yeah. Both massive conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
I don't think
both
the Onceler did it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The Onceler didn't do that.
The Lorax is absolutely an
definitely
anti-vaxxer.
anti-vax.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
definitely anti-vax hippie, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Lorax definitely went to Samoa and spent a bunch of money convincing all the doctors there not to vaccinate people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both probably have some kind of worm inside them. And
His main issue with all the truffle trees being cut down
Yeah.
is that there weren't enough of those bears to hunt.
They're both into falconry.
Yep. And those are all the things.
Yeah, that's
and the Lorax's uncle was shot through the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Politically.
Yeah, the Lorax is just also a Kennedy.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
Lorax Kennedy.
Yeah.
I am Lorax Kennedy.
I speak for the trees.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Lorax
He does look kind of like just like a New England guy.
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
see at
Oh,
a
totally.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He'd be like,
I'm rooting for the Patriots.
go Pats.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Jack, how are we doing over there?
I mean, we kind of just did one debate that was really long. And
Perfect.
we're good on time. I mean, we could do kind of end.
Yeah,
Like a
I think we
quicker
could do sort of a post
I
amble.
feel like y'all should go at it in some capacity, like a small. Because usually we debate, each of us debates a guest, and we'll do like multiple debates. But we literally just did
You two just
all
locked
the time
in.
and
Yeah.
locked in with Chitty
And I wasn't
Chitty.
entirely. I was like, "What time are we doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it took us a while to get anywhere good with that.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
We found it.
we definitely could have done 3.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we have our guys RFK versus the Lorax.
Yeah, let's do RFK versus the Lorax for just a minute.
and
Wow.
you can pick who you argue in favor of.
Yeah, would you rather be?
I'm gonna go the Lorax.
Okay.
Mostly
Oh,
because
you
I know
fool.
more about
You
it.
fool. RFK, baby. RFK is the best. He's the best voice in the land. He's the voice of a generation. He's gonna be our next president. He's gonna be our next president. And
he dropped out, right?
He's gonna be our next president.
He's still got this.
He's still got this
Yeah.
in the fucking bag.
Yeah, it's a secret strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll yield my time.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this. We talked about the main similarity that led to this is how they're both environmentalists.
Mm.
And if you're really an environmentalist, RFK, he's a big guy. And I think you should be efficient if you're an environmentalist. And that's what I love so much about the Lorax is he doesn't want to have too much impact on the environment. And that's why he's a tiny little man with a big impact. He's efficient. And one thing about RFK is he took all this time and energy, flew around the country campaigning, doing all of that just to drop out and endorse one of the two candidates that was going to win anyways. He's not efficient. He's not effective. And the Lorax is.
The Lorax is not efficient or effective. He did not stop
He
the
took
production.
one seed and saved the forest.
Well, they did not know that they saved the forest. I mean, depending on the adaptation, it's more hypothetical. I mean, the Lorax didn't. He got nothing done. He was saying like stop, and then they just cut down all the trufflet trees and made a bunch of thneeds. And RFK, you know what RFK has that the Lorax doesn't? Money, power, clout. These are things that he could use to actually prevent the cutting down of trufflet trees.
Yeah, but it's all about speaking for nature and speaking for the trees.
How about you speak with your dollar?
And one thing that the Lorax has that RFK does not is a voice.
They have voices.
No,
RFK's kind of got the.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's a voice.
It just kind of sounds like he just has had a cold the whole time and has lost his voice.
Well, I think the part of the issue with the Lorax too is that his voice is too like typical. Like it just blends into the background. It blends into the nature, right? RFK, you hear him talk, you're like, stop. You stop while you listen.
No, he sounds like vultures. He for sure sounds like vultures.
What, like the Kanye album, or
Vulture's the bird.
Oh,
okay.
How dare you?
All right, I'll be debating in favor. I'm added to this chat. I'm debating in favor of Vultures, the Kanye album.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no. RFK would be able to like. He's more effective at doing things. When he decides that no one in the world should get vaccinated, he makes sure no one gets vaccinated.
That didn't happen. I got vaccinated this year.
You are? You got vaccinated?
Yeah.
Fool.
Also,
Fool. Somebody's gonna get autism.
Also, RFK got brain worms, and the Lorax looks like his body was designed to properly digest worms.
I think
Makes
that's
some
weird. I think I think that's weird, and I think it's more normal.
Weird's bad now.
I think it's more normal if faced with parasitic worm to become a. I think he is a very gregarious host to that parasitic worm. He was a very good host. He let that worm right in and showed it hospitality.
Well,
Yeah.
also, the initial reason RFK ran for office was the idea that he didn't feel represented by either thing being said, and he denounced Donald Trump. And then as soon as Donald Trump offered him any piece of power, he decided to support Donald Trump. And so I'm saying that if he was in the situation the Lorax was in, he would just end up working for the Onceler.
I think it's foolish that the Lorax never wound up working for the Onceler.
I can't say I don't like that take. That rocks. Yeah, the Lorax could have slowed
Yeah,
the speed. I'm on your side now.
Yeah,
the
he
Lorax
could've-
should have worked from the inside.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we need like a green initiative. Like, okay, there are like trufflet trees here, that's fine, but like we can like use less and make more. We can find alternative things. We can make different types of products, not just needs. A factory that makes
What
one
about
product, you know.
What about needs that are 50% polyester?
Yeah. 50% polyester, a poly blend. Well, The reason he would never is that the Lorax is very religious. He would
Yeah,
never
no
complain.
poly.
He would no poly. He would never mix fabrics like that. He's very religious. He wouldn't do that.
I didn't know all this about
Yeah,
the Lorax.
yeah, yeah.
What religion is the Lorax?
Sunni Muslim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad I know the sect because
Yeah,
that's going to change the
that's
rest
huge.
of my
Yeah,
argument massively.
Yeah, because I actually
Oh,
was
yeah.
it really
Yeah.
this all hinges on his relationship with Iran. So
Yeah.
we need to know
Yeah,
his
yeah.
take, like his.
Yeah.
Mm.
So was
I'm
that a
ready for
win? I count that as a win.
Yeah, I was about to
So-
say. I was about to say, Matt, you won that one.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
actually,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, good. Lorax should have worked for the Oncelerverse.
Yeah.
Great take.
Yeah.
I'm fully in on that.
Sometimes there's just a take that ends
It
the
breaks
sort
the
of golden
game.
snitch. Yeah. Well, that's how I felt when I
when you said you
remembered that.
destroyed
Yeah.
the other three Chitty Bang Bangs.
Yeah, I am the Lorax, and I speak for all the employees here at Oncelerverse Incorporated.
We believe that if they needed something, everything needs, but so is a good, a good,
A livable
clean
wage.
planet.
Yeah. I believe that companies are people too.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for them.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Lorax star in like a union busting video.
Yeah.
I speak for businesses, and you we have a good culture here. You can speak directly to me. You don't want some representative getting in the way of our communication. We have a good thing going here.
That probably is what he is. I bet you he did make like back end on all the tree. That he is just a corrupt union rep.
Yeah.
That's kind of what he is. That's what he looks like.
Yeah,
I
he
feel
d-
like he'd be friends with Mayor Adams.
Yeah, I'm imagining the Onceler to me looks like a corrupt like Vermont lager like union rep.
Well, you never see the Onceler, right?
Or no, I'm talking about the Lorax. I think he looks like that.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Teamster that decided not to support the Democrats this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that guy.
Whereas the Onceler, I think, probably just looks like Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we know what the young Onceler looks like in the Illumination cartoon, and
Is that who Ed Helms plays? The
yeah,
Oh, I
he's
forgot
the
that.
one that has like a massive fan base on Tumblr of people that like lust after.
Oh,
The
you mean he's a
Onceler.
cartoon?
Yeah.
That's just any cartoon.
literally.
No, he has like there's like this. I saw this whole video discussing it. He has like a unique fandom because it became this thing of like the good one. People started shipping the good Onceler at the beginning of the movie with the Onceler at the ends of the movie. So then it spawns
Ooh.
this whole thing of like the Oncelerverse of
The
like
Toosler.
the Toosler.
I think someone was calling it the Toosler. Something like that. Where then it expanded into this whole thing where it's this fan base of people writing fan fiction where every character is just like their own OC Onceler.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's
it,
still
like,
not
became this
the
whole
not
other
the fan
thing.
base of any rabbit that's a lady.
Any
Any rabbit that's a lady on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we've done it.
I think we've done
Yeah,
it.
that's a good place to end.
I think it's that's
Yeah.
where we start to wrap it up.
I think we've said interesting
To
things.
rabbit it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rabbit, a nice, clean, neat rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an adventure because we were really looking for it for a while, and I'll keep going with nonsense.
Yeah. That's what this is all about.
Well,
Yeah, I was about to say maybe
folks-
some non-nonsense. When is it? This is dropping like
I'll give you,
gosh, I
I'll
think
give
like
you a date of release.
maybe even
it's
end of November.
yeah, over a month from now. So November 29th. This is dropping.
If you have any
Um,
plugs,
Anything you'd like to plug?
Oh yeah, check out Jon Moskowitz comedy on Instagram. I'll link all the dates on there,
Yeah.
and I will be doing some headlining dates in November. I'll be in Maryland, Virginia a few times, Pennsylvania as well. And I'll also be every Sunday at the Broadway Comedy Club, every Tuesday at the Greenwich Village Comedy Club, and very frequently at the Tiny Cupboard.
Folks, he's a globetrotter. Follow up on this.
yes,
See him live.
and we will see you.
But I'd like to plug something.
Oh, please,
Magic.
Yeah, I'm also gonna second that. I'm plugging magic as well. I'm
Yeah.
plugging
Dude,
cocaine and
I'm
magic.
leaving here, dude. Magic sucks and is evil. And they did the right thing in Salem.
And with that,
We
Bye-bye.
hope you all burn at the stake.
Better eat your apples. Don't forget